Thanks for joining us on Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged, where the message is always truthful, authentic, and inspiring. For more information on Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged, visit bobbyeandtonilee.com. Now your hosts, Bobbye and Tonilee.
Hello and welcome to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged. My name is Tonilee Adamson and I will be your host today at KPRZ 1210 a.m. right here at 10 a.m. But May 1st, we are moving to 10:30 a.m. and we're just very thankful to the Lord that He has worked this out, that we can stay on daily at KPRZ. And next to me is sitting Dale Hendry, who is actually the marketing manager of KPRZ. And when Bobbye and I went into the station to do the David Spoon show, which is on every day from 2 to 4, we said, Dale, you look amazing. And he told us about this amazing product that actually we were only going to do one radio show, and now we are actually going to do part 2 because there's still so much more information I need to get from Dale before he leaves.
Yes.
And he really is a busy man. And then we have Eddie Ron sitting here also, and he is going to start this product. And Eddie is a very educated man. He has been trying to work out. He got a treadmill, and he's trying so hard, even with kale shakes and all these things.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not curbing his carbs. It's not curbing his sugar cravings. And so we discussed that yesterday. So if you're interested in that kind of information, please go to dailydisciples.org, click on the Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged banner, and you can watch that on YouTube. Bobbye and Tonilee channel is on YouTube, so the radio show you can actually watch. So part 2 today is more about the other reasons why someone would start a product like Plexus or Plexus. And Dale was sharing with me about his daughter's acne. And so Dale, I'm going to have you pick it up from there.
Yes, you know, my daughter's the one that got me on this product for the weight loss and for the diabetes reasons. But guess what? One of the side effects of taking this is you're cleansing your body of all the toxins, as you mentioned, Eddie, of things that cause us problems in our life. Most of our health issues stem from the gut. All the toxins, all the yeast buildup, and I may be saying this wrong. Is it candida?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a bad thing. It attacks all your good bacteria in your stomach. Well, there are other products that Plexus has, and the one that I will actually tell you that I take also is it's called ProBio 5, and it is a probiotic. And I take that capsule at night before I go to bed. They say probiotics should be taken at night because your body's at rest and let it do its job. But that ProBio 5 that my daughter started taking, along with her Plexus Slim, I don't want to use the word cured her acne, but all the things that were causing that to develop from the inside disappeared.
Wow.
When she was getting married a couple of years ago, one of the gifts she wanted was a clear face so she could get married, right, for all the pictures and everything. And so she was on some medications that were $500, $600, $700 a month from the dermatologist, just trying to do surface work, right? Wasn't really curing anything.
Right.
Well, guess what? When she got on her correct Plexus products, it took care of it.
Wow.
It disappeared.
Awesome.
And so we know it's from the inside. It's an unhealthy system. And so you replace good bacteria, get all the bad bacteria out. And the probiotic that I take from Plexus, ProBio 5, is what she's taking too. And she's a much more of an expert than I am on this. And she teaches people this. And maybe one day we could get her to talk about it.
Yes, I would love for her to be on the show. And
Right.
so in time, I would love to do that. And your testimonies, Dale, are amazing. For those of you who didn't catch the show, part 1, Dale has lost 70 pounds in a year and a half. And his sister, who was taking 12 Diet Cokes or Diet Pepsis a day, lost 100 pounds in under a year. And it's primarily because Plexus Slim just levels your cravings. So it balances a lot of your carbohydrates and the sugars. Dale was actually a diabetic for how many years?
22 years.
And tell us a little bit about that. Just real brief recap so we can move on with the product.
I ate bad, right?
Yes.
I did. But I ate all the things that everybody eats, and we know it's bad.
Yes.
But sometimes your body just runs out of what you need to keep itself happy. And that's called insulin. You know, your pancreas produces insulin for you. Well, if you work your pancreas overtime by eating all the wrong foods, too much sugar contented foods, it's pumping that insulin out to offset it. Well, my pancreas one day just said, Dale, we're out. What are we going to do?
Right.
And that's when I became a diabetic. And I had to give myself the artificial insulin to do the job.
Well, like you said, sugar is in everything now. I mean, it's just all over. They say even now with the new wheat, a slice of bread has like the glycemic index of a tablespoon of sugar, which is so again cutting out the carbs can eliminate a lot of the sugar.
And bread is a big enemy of people. They don't realize it. Now, do I eat some bread? Yes, but I choose my bread very carefully. There's a couple of brands that are low carbohydrate breads. I'm not doing a testimonial for one, but I think there's one called Nature's Harvest or something like that. And they have a bread where 2 slices have 17 grams in 2 slices, where most breads will have anywhere from 25 to 45 for 2 slices, because it's packed. So if I do want a sandwich, I'll use some of that low-carb, lighter bread and put my meats and cheeses on there because they have 0 carbohydrates.
But you were doing this prior to Plexus,
yes,
right?
But there again, my
It
body,
changed
it changed
right.
my desires. So I've become a better person because when I saw Plexus working, I said, ooh, it gave me the boost I needed
that's good.
to even make things better. So I started getting real good at my food
Became
choices.
the catalyst
Yes.
to really have a healthy diet.
Some people say, well, I can do that on my own. But I couldn't. I'm a 22-year failure at that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's easy.
Okay.
It's easy to fail at that.
Right. So this gave me the jump start I needed. It showed me it could happen, and I said, ooh, I can't go backwards now. And my diet that I'm on now, and I eat a lot of food. There's nothing about calories or what I eat. I eat all the calories I want. I just eat the right food.
But you were saying even if you were to eat the wrong foods, if you were to want to eat carbs or still eat carbs, there was a carb blocker that you can
Yeah, there's a product called Block.
block.
All right, let's
Okay.
suppose, and you know you're going to go to somebody's house tonight and they're going to have a party and they're going to have some cupcakes and pizza and you just can't not eat one, right? Well,
That's me.
take one of those blocks. It's a capsule. It's called Block. You take that before you go to the party, and what that does, that eliminates a portion of the carbohydrates from being basically
Absorbed. Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
and not all. I think there's about 48% of it's blocked at that point. That's why it's called Block.
That's
And
So about the toxins too, you were saying there was possibly a cleanse or
They do. They have a natural, mild cleanse. It's not a major diuretic that you're going to cramp and run out the door with type thing. But, it's a thing called BioCleanse. And some people take them more than other people. I don't take it, all right? But some people do take it because it gives them that regularity they're looking for. A lot of people have gut issues that you don't realize that are problems for them.
Upper and lower.
Upper
Right,
and lower.
right, exactly.
Upper and lower problems. And so everybody has issues, and they have products that are specifically designed for certain situations. So as you become the ambassador, the company's called Plexus Worldwide, and they can go to your website, and we'll scroll it here along the bottom of the screen, and then they can go look at the products and see what's there and research them and go, oh, this works for me, or this might work for me. So, it's not a one-size-fits-all for everybody. That's what you have to understand. So as you become educated on it, and as I become more educated on it, I lean to my daughter for all the information. I called her yesterday and said, I have a lady that wants to do this and this and this. She said, well, Dad, we got to think about this and think about this, and that's the way you want to do it.
awesome.
So you are listening to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged right here on KPRZ. We're with Eddie Ron, who's actually our video producer, so it's a privilege to have him in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And he's actually going to become an ambassador for Plexus, which we learned about from Dale Hendry, who is our marketing manager at KPRZ. In other words, he's the big shot that runs the company right there in San Diego. Right, Dale? Did I say it right?
There's nothing about being a big shot.
Well, he's lost 100 pounds. So
Oh,
he
70
has
for me.
70
70 for
pounds.
me.
His sister lost 100 pounds in under a year. And we're talking about this amazing product. But right now, we're going to take a really quick break. I just want to tell you about a new Bible study Bobbye and I will be teaching here in Vista. It'll be on Wednesday nights. We're going to go through the summer. If you're interested, please call 800-992-0369. And we would love for you to become a Plexus member. And Eddie's website will be up on YouTube right here at Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged. We'll be right back.
Now there is a way to optimize your marketing potential in one stop. Business in a box. The box includes state-of-the-art websites designed to function on all devices. Custom videos produced to share your message across cyberspace and television. And our team of experts who target your desired customers using sophisticated algorithms and the most relevant metadata to reach them through email, social media, and other digital windows. Business in a box.
Business in a box.
Call now for a free consultation and discuss a marketing plan designed for you.
Designed for you.
Call 1-800-992-0369. 1-800-992-0369. Business in a box.
All right, we are back with Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged, and I have to tell you, Eddie and I have just been slamming Dale with questions about this product called Plexus, that Dale will tell you that he lost 70 pounds in the last year.
About 14 months.
14 months, and then his sister has lost 100 pounds in just under a year.
Yeah, about 10 months.
Right. So if you want to see our other shows and the interviews that we've been doing with Dale, you can go to Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged, or our YouTube, which is our YouTube channel. So you can watch this radio show on YouTube. Go to dailydisciples.org, click on Bobbye Tonilee Unplugged, the banner that rotates on the website, and you can look for Dale Hendry, who's actually our marketing manager. He runs KPRZ right here in San Diego. His time is precious, and we are so thankful that he is here telling us about this product, because the verse that I kept thinking about when Dale was coming in is the one from 2 Corinthians 1 that talks about comfort. The Father who comforts us in all of our affliction, that we may be able to comfort those who are in any affliction with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God. And to me, as Bobbye and I have been ministering to women for years now, not only are finances a huge issue in their life, but also their weight. And we're hitting menopause years, we're older now. I mean, we started ministry 15 years ago. It was much easier for me to lose weight 15 years ago than it is now. And Dale is just a testimonial of this, as he has been a diabetic for 22 years and completely reversed his diabetes, that he doesn't take 5 shots a day anymore. So not only does it curb your appetite and give you cravings for other foods, and I've got to tell you, Dale gave me a sample. You just put it in a water bottle, and it's like adding Tang. It even looks like Tang for those of us who are old, who used to drink Tang, which was all sugar water. And it tastes like, to me, Propel. It's like a berry taste. Tastes like the Propel or the vitamin waters. I drank it in one thing, Dale, just like you, just one. Mm-hmm. And it did curb my appetite that day. And Eddie was even saying he took a packet, went to the store still to get ice cream, and when he was eating it, he thought, this doesn't taste as good. So we're not only talking about the ability to lose weight, we're also talking about how his own daughter, for her wedding, wanted a clearer complexion. And the type of products that are sold through Plexus even helps with acne, with upper stomach issues, with lower GI problems. And so we are just pulling this information from Dale, but we want you to hear it. So Dale, we're pitching it back to you. And why don't you tell us, you were just going on about so many things. So we want to hear, like, someone who doesn't need to lose too much weight. Tell us of the other products.
You're exactly right. And first, let me say this, because this is a different show than the last time.
Yes.
I'm not a healthcare professional.
Right.
All right. I'm not here to diagnose or treat anything.
Yes.
It's just information gathering. You always want to consult your physician if you think you're going to do anything that might be counter to what you need to do from a health standpoint.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
you understand that. It's not just about weight loss. Plexus is called Plexus Slim because I guess the word slim, and we all know that, gets people's attention because a lot of people need to lose weight. But the benefit of this is there's so many other health benefits that go along with this because it does control, your cravings for certain foods. It keeps your blood sugar, your cholesterol, and lipids at a very healthy level. If you get any blood work done, your doctor comes back and says, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. Mm-hmm. As a diabetic, I couldn't keep my blood glucose levels under 240. It just didn't happen. My triglycerides, and if you know what that is, were between 400 and 500 all the time.
Wow.
Out of
So
sight.
high.
Out of sight.
Well, this picture, which Eddie's you're gonna
Enhance?
edit right into the YouTube show, shows the difference. And
That's
how
me
you look
right
today,
there.
yeah,
There I
and
am,
then there
right
you
there.
are, right? So
Right.
yeah, that's
So 70 pounds later, I just had blood work done, and I'd go every 3 months because, I don't want to use the word, I'm like a AA member. I've still got to go make sure that I don't fall off the wagon here. And my blood sugar is always 99 to 100, somewhere in that range. But that's about a normal range. Anywhere from 80 to 120 is considered normal. But my triglycerides were 119 this time. And, my good cholesterol is in the 67s. I mean, that's unbelievable,
Yeah,
isn't
awesome.
it? I mean, so I'm just saying, everything you need from a health and wellness standpoint can be achieved if you are disciplined enough to do the things you need to do. This is not a one size fits all. This is going to cure me. I can still keep driving through McDonald's or Jack in the Box or go have pizza every night or whatever. You got to be sensible about what you do. And once you see some of those results, you'll be great. So I have people that are with me that don't need to lose a pound, but it helps them. Migraines, sleeps better at night. All right? Helps with their digestive system.
your
Puts them on-
mother. Say your
mother.
mother's testimony.
My mother's 84 years old. And now she hasn't lost as much weight. She's only lost 22 pounds. But for an 84-year-old woman to lose 22 pounds,
It's amazing.
that's amazing. All
'Cause
right?
she's not exercising on
No,
the treadmill.
she's not. She's 84. But she had such huge digestive issues. And she's probably not going to want me to say this, but she didn't even want to leave the house because she needed to be too close to the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
In case
Right,
something
of course,
happened.
right.
All right? And she tried everything. She thought she was allergic to gluten.
Right.
So she had self-diagnosed herself and thought she had a gluten issue. All right? Well, lo and behold, it wasn't gluten. She had other things going on. So she's taken a Plexus Slim and that probiotic I talked about, and now she's normal, regular human being with her healthy gut at 84 years old.
And traveling.
And she's not afraid to travel away from the house anymore. So she's
good.
excited about that. Right?
That's a huge testimony.
It is,
though.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It
at
is.
84, that
Yeah.
it could make such a difference.
Right.
I mean, that's wonderful. It is about not the quantity of years, it's about the quality of years. We want to live a healthy, vibrant life. The Lord says He has come to give us life and life abundantly. And that means right here on this earth. It doesn't mean when we die. When we die, we don't need faith anymore. We see Jesus face to face. Here is where we've got to walk out our faith. And in order to live it abundantly, we have to live healthy lives also.
You're right. Psalm 73 talks about doubts, all right? Well, we all are going to be presented with doubts in our life, but our faith has to take us through the doubts.
That's right. And
right?
fear too.
Right.
You've got to push through that fear.
Sometimes we take the wrong steps, all right? And we're going to get put back on the right steps. But we get to make those choices too. So it is in part of us,
Definitely. And plenty of proverbs on planning too. So this could be the plan that could really help millions of people.
And a lot of people are skeptics. They'll look at this, oh, it's just another product, another this. And I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody.
Right.
I don't care.
If the Lord is moving in your heart, we would love for you to check out Eddie's website that's right here on the YouTube channel. So go to Bobbye and Tonilee's channel on YouTube. Or you can go to dailydisciples.org and click on the Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged banner. You can also call us at 800-992-0369. I've been sitting here with Dale Hendry and also Eddie Rocks. I say Eddie Rocks, but it's Eddie Ron.
Either one.
Okay, Eddie Rocks, Eddie Ron. And just for those ladies who are listening right now, we're going to be doing a Bible study in Vista at a church called Stonebrook. It's right in Vista off of Sycamore and Melrose on Wednesday nights at 6:30. We would love to have you attend. The study will be on the book of Romans. It will change your life like it did Martin Luther's. Our number is 800-992-0369. Thank you so much for listening today to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged. My name is Tonilee Adamson, and I hope to catch you tomorrow.
Thanks for tuning into Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged. Tune in every day on air and online. For more real life, real answers from Bobbye and Tonilee. Subscribe to the Bobbye and Tonilee channel, and for more information,